Hello guys, and welcome! Today we are going to be starting a new campaign in Europa Universalis 4. So you guys know me by now, I guess, and you know that I do not like to play as those mainstream factions in this game. When I say mainstream, what I'm talking about is like those big and powerful nations like England, France, and Austria, Poland, etc. And I usually like to play as those nations that are a little bit smaller and a little bit more derpy. That's the general idea of my playing of, you know, Paradox games in general, I guess. But in this Let's Play, I decided I wanted to do something, you know, basically the same thing that I usually do, but I kind of wanted to see if I could do it a little bit more extreme. And I wanted to pick a nation that is so derpy and so, sort of, has such a crappy starting position that it's just going to be kind of stupid. So that was my basic goal. So I went around in the map here, and I tried to find the most derpy nation that I could come up with. Of course, there's a lot of derpy nations, so I'm not going to say that the nation I chose for this Let's Play is the most derpy one, but I think the one I chose was indeed quite derpy, or is indeed quite derpy, I should say. So this right here is Anatolia, and this is a kind of a very interesting area. So some quick oversimplified history of this is that at some point a bunch of Turks came in here and they made a bunch of small states. After a while they started, you know, fighting each other, fighting their neighbors. Of course, remember, this is very overly simplified. And in the end, you know, by 1444, the Ottomans had sort of emerged as the victorious nation in this sort of conflict. And they had become by far the most powerful one. But it's worth noting that they were not the only sort of dynasty or nation or whatever that sort of existed in this area. For example, you can see here that there are still some other nations that are, you know, basically have the same origins as the Ottoman state. And those states are the Anatolian Beyliks. So this is a really interesting group of nations in my opinion, and I have pretty much never seen anyone, you know, play as them really, at least on YouTube. Because they have such a shitty starting position in the beginning of the game. Mainly because they are, you know, pretty much all of them, with the exception of Kandar, is a one-province minor, and they are bordered by the Ottomans. And as if that wasn't enough, the Ottomans have cores on all of these nations. So, in general, these nations are kind of fucked from the beginning of the game. So, of course, I decided that I must play as one of these nations. And the nation I decided to play as, out of all of these, were the Karamanians, or Karaman Sultanate, whatever. The only real reason for that is that I wanted to have the one nation that actually has the Sultanate government form. Because if you take a look at these other ones, they all have the Ikta government form, which is an okay government form, I guess. The problem about it is that you cannot change your government form to something different, except you know, unless you have some sort of revolution. But if you are a sultanate, you can do that, and I just want to have the ability to change my government form later on, if I survive, that is, and that's really going to be the big goal in this Let's Play. Trying to take one of these Anatolian Beyliks and survive. That's, you know, that's the basic idea. So we are going to be playing as Karaman. So why don't we just get into the game? Gonna be doing Iron Man mode because, you know, that's just what you do. And yeah, let's play. So what should we call this? Karaman LP. There we go, that should do it. Start Iron Man. Alright, so yeah, I guess a lot of you guys will be thinking right now, oh god, he did it again, he chose the most stupid nation ever. Yes, I didn't choose one of the most stupid nations ever in this game. But just wait until you hear my plan of survival that I have sort of made up in, you know, in an attempt to try and survive as this little nation of Karaman. Because, you know, a stupid little nation like Karaman needs a stupid little plan to survive. That's just pure logic right there. Alright, so I have done some test runs with this game, and all the strategies I've tried so far have failed. But now I am going to try a new strategy that sort of totally breaks with the things I've tried previously. So previously I tried to, like, you know, ally myself with the Mamluks, try and attack the Ottomans, because actually, as Karaman, you actually start out with, you have 2 core provinces in the Ottoman Empire. It's just that you can't claim them because the Ottomans are so powerful. I'm sure it's possible, although I think in order to do that you will have to wait and just try and, you know, be lucky, basically. Because you need for the Ottomans to be weak, as a result of something derpy, for you to be able to attack them, even with the help of the Mamluks. And usually what happens in Europa Universalis is that the Ottomans just go crazy and just blob all over the place. So with that knowledge, you know, the knowledge that the Ottomans will blob all over the place, I have sort of built a strategy, because from what I've understood, the main area they will blob in is this area. So what I thought is that maybe what we could try to do is that we could try and relocate our nation to somewhere else. You know, that makes a lot of sense, right? I hope so. Alright, so basically my plan is going to be sort of migrating my nation to another place. So why don't we start that process? And the place I have decided to move my nation is India. Yes. Because I don't know. I just thought it would be interesting to see if we could try and migrate this nation over to India somehow. So that's basically what we're going to do. So the nation I've decided to attack first is Sindh. Simply because they are a 2-province minor. They have no allies. They are Muslim, which means that I can conquer them without too many issues. Of course, there's going to be a lot of issues, trust me, in an attempt at conquering Sindh, but I think I've made a plan that should work. Hopefully. It's going to take some luck, but maybe. We'll just have to see how things go. So that's the basic plan. Of course, I do not have a casus belli against Sindh, which is a problem that we're just going to have to deal with. So we're just gonna have to do like that. We're just gonna have to do a day 1 war against Sindh. Because if I wait even a single day, or maybe, I don't know, like at least just a couple of days, they will get allies. And this is actually kind of funny. You can notice how they do not actually know that I exist. And they're like, what? Who just declared war on us? I'm sure it's nothing. So now, of course, the challenge is, how the fuck do we get to Sindh, and how the fuck do we actually conquer the guys? So I have decided that the only way to do that is to completely fuck over our nation, as if we haven't fucked it over enough by killing our own stability, by spamming troops that go far over our force limit, and I guess take it from there. So I'm gonna be building, I can build 5 more units, which would give me... let's see, 2 units, that'll be 6, I think 7 should be enough. I think we should save a little bit of cash. This is kind of a crazy amount already. So immediately I'm gonna go ahead and just take away all the maintenance, because now it's all about saving money until we can get our troops down to Sindh. But of course the question is, how the fuck are we supposed to get to Sindh? And the answer is, we are going to be walking there. Because if I have done my research correctly, I should be able to ask for access through Crimea, the Golden Horde, Nogai, the Timurids, Baluchistan. I think they will yes, they will accept. So all of these nations, I'm pretty confident, if I checked it correctly before I started this, will give me access. So by sailing my troops over to Crimea, I can then take my troops and walk them over to Sindh, and that's the plan. Fuck yeah. I am a little bit of a genius, aren't I? What? I'm not? Wow. Well, everyone gets to have their own opinions. That's the nice thing about living in a free country and all that, yeah, you know? So there you go. Delhi has entered in a military alliance, but I'm pretty confident they will not actually join the war. I hope at least they won't join it, because that would mean disaster for me. My diplomat has arrived, so let's keep asking for military access. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to start landing my troops here in Kuban. And I'm just going to slowly transport all my troops over from Karaman over to Kuban. And there's another reason why I wanted to do a Day of One war, because the Ottomans will warn you. So, I mean, you can see how tragic the situation of Karaman is. You start out with the Ottomans as your neighbor, they have course on you, and they will warn you, so you can't attack anyone nearby. In general, you're just so fucked that it's just funny. And I will laugh my ass off if this stupid strategy of mine will actually work out. But I mean, the main focus of this, though, is not going to be, like, building a great empire for the glory of Karaman. No, 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 no. This is going to be survival. This is just going to be to see if it is physically possible to survive as Karaman. At least when you are a player of my skill level. I have seen some people before take Ramazan and make this huge empire from it. But I couldn't figure out how to do it, even though I googled the thing for like what felt like an eternity. So instead of trying to rely on others, I made up my own stupid strategy. So, yeah. Oh, this is silly. But I think it should be fun, though. At least if it succeeds. Okay, so our diplomats are home, so we should keep asking for access. Like that. So can you get on the boats? Yes, they can. Good. I think that's about all the troops I was supposed to recruit. Yep, so now I have an army of 7,000 troops. Hopefully that should be enough to kill Sind. Of course, I do have an advantage because I do start out with better technology than Sind, because Sind is they have level 2 military tech and I have level 3. I mean, to be perfectly honest, I think the sort of the Anatolian Beyliks, and sorry if I mispronounced that, but I think there's such an interesting group of nations because it seems like they have gotten so much focus by the developers, even though no one's ever going to play them because they're so impossible to play as. For example, they share the very unique technology group together with the Ottomans. They share the Ottoman tech group, which is kind of cool. And they, all of these Anatolian Beyliks have their own set of ideas, which are called, well, the Anatolian Beyliks ideas, which are interesting. I mean, they got some very interesting stuff, like, for example, this stuff. Ghazi, triple manpower increase in religious wars. Don't know exactly how that works, but it sounds like some serious badass shit. And I don't think there are any... Like, do the Ottomans have that idea, for example? I just don't know. I should probably have checked that out. But it's really interesting that, you know, these nations have these unique ideas, even though they are... it doesn't seem like they're meant to be played, at least. So it's really interesting. Alright, so here we go. Our army has been gathered. Let's... put our king in the... Oh god, he's terrible. Oh god. I need something better than that. Oh god, that's even worse. Well, fine. We'll use our king then. Right, so let's face it. This navy is not going to be of any use to us anymore. So let's just get rid of it to save money. Ha! We're actually making money now. That's amazing. Didn't actually expect us to do that. Okay, so let's get access through Baluchistan. And let's start the long march. The Long March to India, yes. It will go down in history as one of the most silly things ever done by a ruler. Fuck. Oh, I can guess like half our army will be dead by the time we arrive. I didn't really think about that, did I? No. Oh god, lose money. Oh, crap. That's terrible, but I do need the piety though, because I do need the morale for my units. It's very much important. Alright, so closing in on Sind. How do you pronounce that? Sind or Zind or... I don't know. Because it doesn't matter. Okay, so now we're very close, so I think we should just bump up the maintenance. Because we need to replenish our troops. Okay, so there we are. They have 5,000 troops. Oh god, that's... I didn't think they would have that much. Oh well. Okay, go, go, go. Replenish. We need full strength if we want to do this. Shit's important. Alright, now it's now or never. We just have to do this. Alright, so we did win the battle. They are still alive, so we'll need to hunt them down. We're gonna go bankrupt. Oh, nice. Okay, so nice. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted to happen. We killed them pretty much immediately. Now we can split up. That's not a very good split up. You failed at split up, school, it seems. So yeah, we're gonna immediately split up, and we're gonna try and siege this shit down. So yeah, we cannot disband any of my troops yet if I want to siege both provinces at the same time, which I do indeed think I want. But I can reduce the maintenance though, which is going to bring me back into positive income, which is nice. So I haven't actually taken any loans yet. I really expected that I would have to do that. That's good though, very good. Everything is going according to plan. Oh, what? Delhi's in on it? I really didn't expect him to do that. What the hell? Oh god, that might actually fuck up my plans. Oh balls. Crap. Oh crap, so I cannot improve relations. Well, that kind of makes sense, doesn't it? They haven't sent any troops down yet, though. I do not know why they haven't done that, but I will just pray to Allah that shit continues. Because if we can siege this shit down, we should get 100% war score, even though we do not control all the... I think, because we do control the target thing, right? Ah, crap. What's going on here? Peasants. Oh, can these sieges go any slower? I mean, what the fuck? Conquer Adana. Well, no. Not really going to happen, is it? So I should probably also go ahead and start cancelling my access, because it does cost us power that I do indeed want to have. Let's just cancel all this shit, because we're not going back, if you haven't guessed that by now. Allied to Baluchistan. So it doesn't seem like Delhi actually has any way of getting to me. What's the other? So the other nation I'm at war with is Bangladesh. I don't even know where they are, which should be a good thing, because hopefully that means that they're kind of weak. Mervar just collapsed. Oh, but they have gotten a bunch of alliances immediately. Wow. Yeah, even if this stupid plan of mine succeeds, it's not even close to being guaranteed that I will actually survive in this new homeland of mine. Maybe I should have tried to migrate down here instead. That might not have been that bad of an idea. Could I have done that, actually? No, no, well... Yes, indeed. I could have actually indeed migrated down here. Oh well. But not now, though. Because that will not happen at this time. So now we're going to do this stupid thing. We're going to go ahead and annex Sindh. Alrighty. So, bam. There we go. So that just happened. Now we're just going to spam this shit because we need it. Because there's a lot of nationalists. And that is bad. And now you guys might be screaming at the screen, trying to point out a very major flaw in this plan of mine. And that is, I cannot core these provinces because they're so far away. And I have thought about that in my plan. So now I'm going to do something even more stupid. I'm going to declare war on the Ottomans. Once my diplomat comes home, which is going to be a while, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, because the longer I stay... The longer I keep this territory, the worse off I'm going to be. So I really need this guy to... There we go, thank you. So I'm just going to declare for the core. Truly does not matter. I'm going to try and peace out immediately. If I remember this game correctly, from experience and hardcore parkour bullshit. Come on. Oh yeah, free prestige. Good. Alright. There we go. So now I can talk to them. So here's the thing. I'm just gonna immediately surrender this. If I could sell them the province, then I would. But I think I won't be able to do that. Yeah, because it's my capital province, and you can't sell your capital province. Here's something you might notice. The Ottomans are not willing to accept. They will, however, accept if I pay them the money. But I'm gonna do something semi-risky, and I'm gonna... I think that... if you don't have any money to spend, then they will not demand you to give them money. So if I can just find something to spend my cash on, then that would be most nice. What I might do is I might just build a unit, get a peace treaty. Of course, I most likely won't be able to build it right here, will I? No, it's not one of my cores. And if I build it here, it's just gonna get cancelled, so I won't get my money back. Can I build mercenaries here? I don't have enough money to do that. I might just pay the money then, because I kind of expected to have a bunch of loans at this point, which is why I'm sort of thinking so hard through this. Because I was kind of planning to pay down as many loans as possible and then peace out, but for some reason my economy stayed relatively stable. Advisors are going to be too expensive. I don't know what else I could spend money on. Because here's the thing, if I buy Yaya infantry in Karaman, will that just be cancelled when they annex the province? I guess I should just try and find that out. This is what I'm talking about. Now you see, I will not pay them any money. Of course, the question is, will I get back the money I just invested in this unit, or will I not? We'll just have to figure it out. Should probably try to cancel my unit construction. Nope, did not get my cash back. Oh well. So there we are, and now, as you can notice, I can core my provinces, which is very, very cool. Even, it's actually interesting, my traditions actually makes the coring of these provinces even cheaper. And I do think there is a slight discount as a result of these being my only provinces and the fact that they are not cored. Because I feel like, isn't like 55, well, I don't know how much coring provinces cost, but that's a good price though, I can live with that. So I have a pretty crappy king. Oh god! No! Look at my Sultan! Oh god. Oh my god, the air is even shittier. Oh! Ah, the gods do not smile upon Karaman. I can say that much. But, yeah. Okay, now we need to start thinking about securing our position here in the continent. We need allies. That is the main focus. Because now the distance between borders thing should go away, which should allow us to start talking to these new lovely, lovely people. And I'm going to start improving relations with my neighbors to see if I could possibly convince them to ally me. Oh god. Yeah. Well, I want to bro up with the Timurids regardless of if they're going to ally me or not. So I think we're just going to go ahead and improve relations with them. Right. So at this point, we have some nationalism. It's not a lot, so hopefully my nation will stay stable. Cannot guarantee anything, but at this point I'm just going to sit around and do nothing for a while. Because what else is there to do, truly? Now we just need to stabilize our position, I guess, and we need to start thinking about expanding as quickly as possible so that we can maybe survive this little adventure of ours. So I'm going to start collecting from trade here, because monies are important. Duh. Alright, am I funding my army? I am not. That is good, because I should not do that. Now, I think what I'm going to do here is that yeah, I'm over my limits. I'm going to consolidate regiments. We're going to get rid of a couple of them. Well, only one in that case. I want to get down into my limit, just so that I can earn some extra money. I'm going to do like that. Now, well, there's pretty much no... Oh, fuck. Wrong province! Oh god. Okay, so now how long until they will finish? 51. So 3 years is the time we'll have to wait. So now starts the waiting, I guess. We're just gonna have to sit around and do nothing for 5 years. So yeah, let's get on with it, I guess. Woohoo! Super hardcore. That's the difficult thing about Europa Universalis, is the fact that it's a lot more difficult to sort of migrate your nation than it is in, for example, Crusader Kings 2, because you have to core shit, and whenever you annex territory far away from your own territory, you can't actually core that territory unless it's the only territory you have. One strategy you could of course use is to vassalize the nation in question, but I thought that if I vassalized Sind here, and of course I didn't even know if I could do that, well, most likely I could, since I could annex them. Most likely, that would, I mean, the Ottomans would just destroy me by the time I was going to be able to annex Sind, so that's sort of why I opted for the whole annexation strategy stuff. Yeah. My words do not work properly today. That's fine, though. There we go. Yeah, there we go. Now the Ottomans are immediately declaring war on these brothers of mine. Oh well. Good thing I escaped. Good thing, indeed. But now, of course, we have some problems. Our provinces are Sindhi. We are Turkic. That's our culture. If we go into... okay, so we need 114, that's fine. If we go into diplomacy... Madrasa. Oh, lose money, get more prestige though, less cheaper technology. Provincial. Well, I kind of don't want to do anything, because I'm, well... that tax bonus is nice though, so I guess we should do that. Technology is not my priority right now. I am relatively technologically superior to my neighbors, so I am feeling decently confident in that. My worry now is that my nation is just gonna collapse before I even get started in this campaign. Because that would be very bad. Yeah, very bad. So can I send any more merchants to other places? No. No trading range was found that day. Alright, so now I can increase my stability, which I will do. Oh yeah, which is pretty much gonna kill all the potential revolt risk in these regions, which is good, because I really cannot defend my nation from any revolts at the moment. It's just not gonna happen. Men of Science, lose piety or gain piety. I want to get piety, please. Well, I guess getting piety is going to be very sort of a investment in the future, if you want, because I do need to think. Okay, so now, good. Delhi will now marry me, and so will the Timurids. Okay, so let's stop the growing up with both these nations, and let's go talk to them about marriage, because that's just what you do. Alright, marriage with Delhi, and yeah, marriage with the Timurids. So at least now, if they want to attack me, they'll take a huge stability, or well, actually just a tiny stability hit, but still. So Delhi will not ally me, but they are very close though. So let's see if we can get an alliance with Delhi. That would be very good if we could pull that off, because we need an alliance, mainly just at the moment for defensive reasons. Because if yeah. Enough said. Alright. Let's keep going. Keep speeding the game up. Come on. You know you want it. Come on. Come on. No, what? The negative thing just increased? That's bullshit. Oh, please, please, please. Work. My plan really relies on this. Yes, there it is. Good. And we cored our provinces. There it is, guys. I'm gonna be very honest. I did not expect this to work. This is so stupid. Wow. I've never done anything like this before in Europa Universalis. It's a completely new strategy to me. I'm sure. I'm very sure I'm not the first one who came up with this. But I haven't really seen anyone do this in a Let's Play before. So most likely though, Sind... oh god. Oh god. 8 I cannot defeat 8 nationalists. Fuck! Ah, balls. That's a shitty event. I just took a bunch of loans. Okay, so there we go. Sindhi is now accepted, so they should stop being douchebags, but... it was simply not fast enough. Okay, so... the Timurids will most likely not ally me. What about you, Baluchistan? Are you... well, maybe. Maybe. Although I would like to actually expand into them. Because that's going to be the immediate next thought here. I'm just going to have to see if I can do some expansion. Of course, so Orissa, Gujarat, Bengal. So I don't know, should I? I don't know if I should try and aim for a couple of more alliances. Maybe Bengal. Or who are you allied to? Yeah, so an alliance in Bengal I think will make sense. Because Delhi is allied to them, and I want to be friends with the people who Delhi are friends with. I want to sort of be complete bros with these guys. The complete bros strategy. Vijayanagar. So any of these neighboring nations that kind of that are kind of vulnerable, that I could invade, maybe? No. No, everyone is allied to big bad people. So Balochistan, but Balochistan is stronger than I am, though. Of course, I do have more technology, but I don't think that's going to be sufficient. So what's my limits? 5 out of 5, so I cannot recruit any more units. Gotta love the way these guys are threatened to me. Would you become my vassal? No, of course you won't. Because they're the wrong religion. Yeah, this is the religious situation. So are you allied to? Gujarat and Multan. Who's Multan? Multan. That's Multan. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to be able to defeat that sort of alliance there. Unless, of course, I gained if I could convince Delhi to join it. And Delhi would not join it because they're a bunch of douche nozzles. Yeah. Yeah. Fuck! Well, all of a sudden this plan didn't look as awesome as it originally did, because what the fuck am I supposed to do now? Oh shit. Oh well. Yeah, anyways, I think I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. So thanks so much for watching this first episode of my new Let's Play of Europa Universalis 4 as Karaman. And until next time, bye.